It's Angie Wilson. This is DGAW Interviews. Today on DGAW Interviews, I'll be talking to Greg Borgardts.
Hello.
Hi Greg, how are you?
Good, you?
Excellent, I'm excellent. So, tell me Greg, my first question for you is Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I was
Yes?
a big Mountain Dew fan back in high school, back in the day. Yeah, that was my thing.
What is it about Mountain Dew that you enjoy so much, or enjoyed so much?
Yeah, okay, well, I don't drink it anymore, but it was just good. I don't know. I think all 15-year-olds, what's not to love about Mountain Dew when you're, 15 years old?
True, good point, good point. Family Guy.
Love Family Guy, good show. Again, I don't watch as much as I used to, but it's still pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of their newer stuff, but I still watch their older stuff, like when it's on.
Very cool. Alright, now, Greg, my next question is about your music. I've noticed in several ways, you're very similar to Lou Reed in terms of your voice, particularly. Lou Reed, Bob Dylan as well, even hints of Nick Drake. Tell me, what is your influences in terms of how you sound, for example, particularly with your vocals and the melancholic tone of a lot of your music?
I like the Velvet Underground. I wouldn't say Lou Reed's like an influence. Again, I like Bob Dylan too. Nick Drake for sure is a huge influence on me. He was the one who got me into like acoustic, folky type stuff. Elliott Smith's a big influence. Bon Iver, City and Colour. Yeah, just from like my overall sort of, like you said, melancholy, mellow type sound. Those are like my main influences.
Very cool. Very cool. Now, lo-fi.
Lo-fi.
What else inspires you to have the lo-fi aspect of your sound? I know a lot of your recordings from the demos to your more recent album, there's a distinct lo-fi quality to a lot of it. I'm curious, why the lo-fi? Why lo-fi?
I don't know. I think people just use the term lo-fi just to get out of the fact that they're pretty much broke and they have no money. I mean, that's why I like recorded it like that. I just recorded it on my phone just because I had at the time I didn't really feel like sitting down and recording it properly. I was like, whatever, I'll just record it quickly on my phone and then I'll just call it lo-fi. But I'm for sure influenced by like lo-fi musicians, like Elliott Smith. His early stuff is really lo-fi. Yeah.
Very cool. Any influence by the Mountain Goats?
I've heard of them. I don't think I've ever listened to them though, but yeah, I'll definitely check them out sometime.
Yeah, the first album is incredibly lo-fi. I mean, it was recorded on like a boombox. So, in the 90s. Fun fact, kids, they used to have boomboxes in the 90s. Oh wait, they still do have them. Never mind. Now, Greg, you were kicked out of summer school in 2011. How did that happen exactly?
I didn't really want to go in the first place, to be honest, and I suck at math, so that's pretty much what happened. I was only supposed to be there for 4 weeks, and then about 3 weeks into it, they pretty much called me into the office and were like, yeah, you're not gonna do it. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll just cut my losses and just take math again. So, I mean,
well, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also I share in the problems with math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always been terrible at it.
Now, Fugazi. You once told someone that you were going to listen to Fugazi. This was 2 years ago.
Yeah, Joseph Gleiser. Is that who I said? Yeah.
My two questions, did you listen to them? And if so, what did you think of them?
Okay, well, I think at the time I didn't really, I think I did listen to them and I was like, okay, they're all right. But actually within the past couple months, I've been listening to them quite a bit. Yeah, I really like them now. But at the time, I just thought they were okay, but yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Ah, yes. Margin Walker is my favorite song of theirs. And Break. I mean, the bass line is just amazing.
Yeah.
My next question for you is tryouts. Explain how you got involved with the band Tryouts and Nick Young.
Okay, well, it's Nick Young. just to get that out of the way first. Sorry.
Nick Young. Sorry.
Nick Young. I know. I made the same mistake when I first met him too. That's okay. Okay, Tryouts. Well, it really isn't a band. It's just been Nick for the past couple years or whatever. And back in I think it was like April, we were actually recording for what was going to be my first EP, which obviously didn't end up happening. But I think during those recording sessions, he asked if I wanted to record some guitar for one of his songs, and I was like, okay, sure. And then after we recorded that, I was like, I wonder what your other songs would sound like with guitar, because all of his music had just been simply just synths and stuff like that up until then. And so he figured out the chords to some of his songs, and then I just played along with them one day, and I was like, sounds pretty fucking good. And then he had a show coming up like a week later, and then we just ended up playing. I went on for half the set playing guitar, and it just worked out, and we had a good reception from it, and I've just been playing live with him ever since. I'm not technically part of Tryouts, I'm just kind of like a live musician, and I guess I record sometimes for him.
Well, Green Day had a live musician, had a live fourth member for most of their career. So, yeah, very cool. Very cool. Nick also is the one who recorded your recent release as well.
Yeah, he recorded it and mixed it, and he played on it a little bit. He played some piano, and he added some like synthy stuff, and he also provided some backup vocal stuff. So yeah, he's a big help.
All right, now my next question for you is lyrics. You have, I might be correct, I know I'm kind of butchering these lyrics, but you have the suburban white boy blues, I believe. Explain how you write your lyrics. I found a lot of your lyrics to be very, what's the word I'm looking for, far-ranging, while maintaining the melancholic tone of your music. I find them to be ranging from having a bit of sarcasm, irony, to just being a bit odd at times, but all enjoyable. Tell me how you write your lyrics.
I don't know. Sometimes I just honestly just write them off the top of my head, just whatever comes together, whatever sounds best together. I just put them together like that. But sometimes I really do just like put myself into the lyrics. Yeah, I don't know. I just try and be as honest as possible, but still try and I don't know, honestly. I just try and be honest. That's really what it comes down to. And just things sounding cool.
It does sound cool. Very cool.
Thanks.
Now, why folk music? Why folk? Why indie folk? Why acoustic? Why? What go into that?
It was kind of like the lo-fi thing I was talking about, but in this case, I couldn't find other people to play with, really. Like, I started playing electric guitar, and then I started playing at a time where I think I was a senior in high school, and everyone was, a lot of people's priorities aren't focused on music. People, want to get a job, and they want to go to school and stuff, so I'd be like, oh, do you want to start a band? It's like, no, I'm going to school. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just play acoustic guitar in my bedroom by myself. And that's kind of how it happened, just playing by myself, and then I tried discovering just influences, and then that's really when I got into it.
Well, I think that's probably how a large amount of bands start, just playing by yourself in your bedroom. Yes. I know I know there's a genre or subgenre called bedroom blues, actually. So there's that. Then again, I don't think it means what I think it means. Never mind. Pay no attention to what I just said, kids. All right, now my next question is: you once said that your third favorite artist of all time was Bob Marley.
When did I say that? Was that a while ago?
A few years ago.
2 years ago? Okay. I like Bob Marley. I don't know why I would say he's my third favorite, but I like him a lot. I really like his lyrics and just his political honesty. Yeah, Legend's a really good album, but I don't know why I would say he's my third favorite. He's definitely like in my top 10.
Well, Legends was actually revealed as your third favorite album specifically.
Oh, okay, well, yeah, it's not my third favorite. Okay, it's probably like, it's definitely in top 10, but I don't know what I was thinking.
Okay, my next question for you is Creek House Records.
Creek House?
Yes.
I'm not really involved with Creek House, but I know of them. I was gonna, well, the show, I think it was Kevin Swarsky. He put on a show back in like January.
It was January.
Yeah, the Rehearsal Factory, right?
I was there.
Yeah. And my friend Nick actually wanted me to play that show, and I had heard of the show, and I was like, oh, I kind of wouldn't mind playing it because I heard like a lot of like acoustic people would be playing. And so he just messaged Kevin, and I was like, I have no material though. I was like, what are you doing? Like, I don't have anything. Well, nothing that's complete. And yeah, so I didn't play that show, but I've heard of them. I don't know what they're doing right now.
Yeah, I interviewed him a couple months ago actually. I don't know what they're up to at the moment. I will update you on that when I find out. Yeah, that show was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that show was cool. It ended in a large jam session. So, not many shows end that way. Yes. Now, one of your demos was reviewed, but both your demos actually were reviewed by Yeah, I Know It Sucks.
They're a music blog from England, and I think it was, who was it who got me introduced to that? I think it might have been Nick, because he's friends with a band called Blue Hands, and Yeah, I Know It Sucks reviewed their album, or no, it was an EP that they put out. And I was looking for, when I put out my first demo, I was looking for people to review it, and then I think Nick brought up the blog, and so I just sent my demo there, and they reviewed it. And yeah, they're cool.
Very cool. Now, on one of those reviews, there was a picture of a very interesting movie, Cliffhanger. Now tell me, Greg, do you have any history with Cliffhanger, whether it be from the old show with the lion puppets about reading, or the movie with Sylvester Stallone? Tell me what your history with Cliffhanger is.
I don't know why they put that picture. I think it was just like, I think they mentioned something about my lyrics or vocals being like a cliffhanger. I don't know what they were talking about, but I've never seen either Cliffhangers. But yeah, I don't have any history with Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, neither do I, unfortunately. Neither do I. Now, tell me, you like the moon?
Yes.
Why do you like the moon?
I'm not like big into space or anything, but it's just like a metaphor that, I don't know, it just keeps popping up in my lyrics and stuff. Yeah. I think I've only mentioned the moon like once in one song. But yeah.
By any chance, will you ever be referencing cows, rabbits, or faces in your lyrics later on?
Possibly. Depends how much I get paid.
I cannot. I have $1.
Would I be a sellout if I took it?
No, if I had $10, you'd be a sellout. Okay. Now, how long have you been performing?
Well, with tryouts since like May. I think that's when I played my first ever musical live performance. And yeah, I've pretty much been playing since May.
Very cool. Now, my next question for you is gaming. Now, I know you are an avid video gamer as well. Tell me, what is it about gaming that you like, and how, say, does it contrast to music, for example?
I don't really game too much. Like, I think music's kind of taken over that. Like, video gaming used to be my like main hobby, but it's definitely music now. But I don't know. You can't shoot people with your guitar. That's why I like video games. that's why it appeals to me more than music at times.
Well, back to Bob Marley. His old bandmate Peter Tosh. Well, yeah, he's dead as well. Peter Tosh had a guitar in the shape of an AK-47. It didn't fire, but since you see, I just thought saying that were reference now the applicant would apply to this. Now, my next question is: you went to high school in the same high school that Billy Talent went to.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like growing up? Not growing up, but what was it like attending a place with so much history in, say, the Mississauga music scene?
I don't know. It just felt like any other high school, really. You kind of, I mean, not dissing Billy Talent or anything, but like you kind of get over the fact that they went there pretty quickly. You're like, oh, that's cool, they went there, and then this school just feels like any other high school. But I mean, yeah, Billy Talent was obviously a huge part of the local scene when it was like first really coming up 15 years ago or however long it was.
It would have been about 25
probably.
years ago, actually.
25.
About 25
oh my god.
Also 25 years ago, actually. So, yeah, there's that.
Yeah. And that is why I failed summer school.
Boy, I'm starting to feel old now. Oh dear. Very cool. Now, my next question is the folk scene. What is the folk scene like in Mississauga, West Toronto?
It's definitely like, I mean, the music scene in Mississauga is already pretty small, but like, surprisingly, there's actually like a kind of like a sub scene within the Mississauga music scene. I don't know if it sounds weird or not, but yeah, there's definitely quite a few people playing that genre. I mean, yeah, there's like Rachel Mezick who plays, Alex Bernanovic. There's a guy what's his name? How Do I Know I'm Alive? I saw him play at the Smiling Buddha back in August, and he's really good. I don't know if you'd really consider him folk, but he's kind of has like a folk. You can definitely tell he's folk influenced, even though he plays electric guitar. But yeah, it's awesome. I mean, I think I wouldn't have as many listeners if it wasn't for that sub scene. Yeah, it's cool.
Very cool. Very cool. Speaking of sub scenes, do you have any links to any attachment to the Sad Boys? To the Sad Boys?
No, I've heard of them. I don't know if I'm technically considered part of the Sad Boys. I don't know if I have to be like sworn in or anything, but yeah, I don't have any affiliation. Well, I'm affiliated with them, but I'm not a sad boy.
Very interesting. Now, my next question, Greg, is this. I've noticed in a lot of photos, you're very photogenic. Why are you so photogenic?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just the way it is.
Well, I mean, looking good in photos is a hard task. I mean, you make it seem so effortless.
I just kind of just look away and just count to 5 and then look away, count to 5. It may sound douchey, but like if you're photogenic, I mean, it's like a natural thing. You don't really have to think about it. It's part of you.
Very well said. Well said indeed. My next question is, well, 2 questions rolled into one. Sadness and sleepiness. How do those emotions affect you in terms of writing or just art in general?
Sadness for sure, like, influences my work. I mean, just by listening to my music, it's pretty obvious. Sleepiness, I don't know. A lot of people say I sound like sleepy when I sing, or I sound very just snoozy. I don't really like. I don't really see that, but it's cool that other people see something that I don't. But yeah, sadness definitely influences my work. I mean, when I'm happy, I don't feel like writing, you know, because like I'm happy. I don't. It's just like just me personally. I don't feel like writing when I'm happy, but when I'm sad, you know, sadness is kind of harder to just talk about normally. So through music, it definitely helps conveying a lot of feelings that I can't say just by talking to someone normally.
Nice.
So, yeah.
What drives you creatively or creatively? What drives you just to keep doing this stuff? Exactly. What drives you?
I don't know. It might just be not having much else to do. I mean, like, I'm kind of at like a weird point in my life where like I don't know if I want to go to school, and I'm you know working, getting a job, and I don't know if either one of those is what I want to do. So I think music to me right now is something that's just like it's something that like I just know I like doing, so I just do it. It's kind of hard to explain. I don't know. It's simply just something I really like doing at this point in my life.
Well, that's the best way. That's the best way to do anything, really.
Yeah.
You never know what you're gonna be in 5 minutes or 5 years, but you like doing music, and you like doing music now.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. Well said.
Thanks.
Well said. Awesome. All right, Greg. I have to ask you. My last question for you is: do you need a spoon player?
A spoon player?
Yes.
Maybe, I don't know. I definitely want to experiment with more instruments in the future. I think for my next like release, I'm definitely gonna have more like electric guitar, bass, stuff like that. But I don't know. I'll call you up possibly when I start recording to see if it fits in anywhere.
I will wait by the phone patiently. All right, Greg. Now, do you have any final words to people?
Yeah, be sure to check out my album. It's called In Good Spirits. You can get it on my Bandcamp for free. It's also on SoundCloud. I'm on Facebook. I think my album should be up on YouTube somewhat soon. And yeah, thanks for everyone who's messaged me and said how much they liked my album. I really appreciate it. And thanks for, helping me promote it.
You're very welcome, and thank you for doing this interview.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, thank you, man.